Good afternoon, everybody. Hi, Rebecca. How are you, my friend? Guadalupe, there you are. Hello. Hi, Linda. How is everyone? Donna, hello. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining me today. I appreciate your time. Hello, hello. Does anyone live out east where you got all that snow the last couple days? That big storm? I think Rhode Island, New York, Vermont, all those eastern states, I believe, got a lot of snow, right? Hi, Ruthie. Good afternoon. Let's see, Joyce on YouTube from Ohio. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Tina. How's the weather out there for you? Did you guys get lots? Hi, Pam. Joanne, Louisiana. Hello. Thank you for joining me. Well, um, again, my name's Judy. If you don't know who I am, I think all of you do. Thanks for joining me today. Hi, Cynthia. We are doing a ring board. You know, it's my favorite board, but we're going to do something a little bit different that I haven't done, I don't think, on a live, actually. Good afternoon, Kathy. The ring board, I'm just going to show you quickly. If you're not familiar, it has 16 rows of holes. Okay, so this is the top of the board. I'm going to put a zip tie in every set of holes, like in every row, but I'm going to go outside, inside, outside, inside. So every other outside and every other inside. So I am using 16 sets of stuff, okay, that we're going to put in the board. Hi, Mary. Finally got to catch me live. I know, that's awesome. Thank you. Hi, Lynette and Diana from YouTube. Okay, so I'm going to pull you down and I'm going to show you everything that we're going to be using, okay? Actually, I'll show you right now, and then I'll bring you down to the board. Now, this wreath I'm making is no mesh and no ribbon. And you're probably thinking, what the heck? Hi, Kelly. How are you going to do a wreath with no mesh and no ribbon? It's because I'm going to use these. These are rose hip leaf sprays. I bought these last year. These are from Unique in the Creek. I apologize. I know if you're in the States, you cannot get Unique in the Creek greenery. It's for the Canadians. This is on the website. You can buy them as single stems, okay? I bought this last year in a bundle, and I'm going to cut them down into 3. I'm going to cut them like this. I'm going to take it here, here, and right up top here, okay? I have pre-cut them. I think I'm going to be using about 7, but we'll see how that goes, okay? Hi, Kathy, Diana, Alicia. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining. So this is rose hip spray. I did put the SKU in the description box, so you may be able to find them at other places, like when you order your boards at uniqueinthecreek.com. You could do that and then get your supplies at the Ribbon Shed, Craft Outlet, places like that. And then the SKUs for the supplies I did put down below, okay? Now, I know if you're in the States, you have Hobby Lobby, which has that beautiful beaded grass, right? Hi, Lisa. How are you? Hi, Alicia. I'm not sure if hopefully I didn't miss anyone. Anyway, in the States, if you are in the States, you go to Hobby Lobby, they have beautiful beaded grass. Here in Canada, I don't know where to go for that. And so I ordered these, okay? These are little sprigs of greens. They're not the grass, but they're about as close as I'm going to get. Again, I don't know if I got this from Temu or Amazon. Okay. Hi, Lynn. Oh, you're not late, honey. I'm just babbling. But this is what I've done. Okay. I've done these greenery pieces. Okay. And it came on a stem of like 7, I think. And then I just cut the stems off. I apologize. I don't have a big bundle left. I pre-cut everything. Okay, so that's what these are, the rose hip sprays. And then I have two colors of Real Touch tulips. These aren't the Michael's tulips. And I don't mean to offend Michael's, because listen, I live in Canada and that's where I get a lot of my stuff, but I'm not too fond of their tulips, okay? I got these Real Touch tulips from Temu, and they're actually really, really nice. They're bendable, which I like, so you can bend them any which way you want. They have the Real Touch foamy leaves and the petals, okay? So I have the red, and then I have this yellow. It has a bit of an orangey red bottom on the edge. If you can kind of see that, kind of looks yellow, or it kind of looks white probably for you because of the lighting. But it is a yellow um, with, again, the leaves. So I'm going to alternate rows doing that. So I have done parts of this, or a quarter of it, because it's pretty repetitious. So I'm going to bring it down to the board and I'll show you what I've done. Okay, so just hold on a second here. Want to get you nice and straight, so you're not crooked. Let me see, right about there. I think you're good. Okay, so here's what I've done. This is only this is 4 sets of holes. So I've done a quarter of the board, and this is what it looks like. See how, oh, sorry, maybe you can't see that. Can you see that? How nice and full it looks, only using every other set of holes. And the reason it looks full like that is because I'm bending all my greenery and florals and these ferny things or beaded grass things. They're bendable. So when I put them in the board, I'm going to layer them. I'm just going to take, these are also pushers, so I'm going to push it up a little bit like that. Okay, I'm just going to lay that on top of here. So I'm doing 2 red, 2 yellow, 2 red, 2 yellow, that kind of thing. And then I'm going to bend them and make them look pretty. Okay, so right now I need a red, and I wrote on the board R for red, Y for yellow, because sometimes I forget what color I'm doing and it's just easier. Okay, so you could write on the board and no one's going to see that anyway. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Hello. So red. So I'm going to take one of these stems, okay, one of these stems, and this tulip, and I'm just going to lay it on top of each other. Okay, then I'm going to put it in. Now I like my wreaths, when I'm looking at them, to go clockwise. I'm not too fond of counterclockwise. My brain does not work that way. Sorry, I think, yeah, let's turn that volume down. Sorry about that. I hope that you weren't hearing another echo. Hi, Ruth. Oh, your first time watcher. Hello, Sheila from Washington State. Well, thank you for joining. My name is Judy. I am a designer here on Unique in the Creek. I'm on the page usually every second Thursday at 12 o'clock Mountain and 1 o'clock Central, 2 Eastern. So thank you. Thank you for joining us. Let's welcome Sheila from Washington. Okay, so I'm going to put that in. This set of holes is on the inside. So all I'm doing is putting that down. Oops. Using my needle nose pliers. Sorry, this is the outside 2 holes. I apologize. I'm going to tighten that up as best I can. Use my zip tie cutter. Cut that off. And then you see how flat this looks kind of here? All I'm doing is I'm just taking that stem and pushing it up. Okay? So I'm just kind of making them so they're not flat. And I also want to make sure, I'm going to go around and make sure that you can't see the edges. Okay, I'm going to make sure that those green leaves, the rose hip leaves, are flat and I don't see the edges. And if I can, I can always just stick another piece in there. So I'm going to cut these stems off because they are a little bit long. And then I'm going to show you what I also do to double secure it, because it's very easy, I think, to pull stems out. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my glue gun. And also, I find when I'm just doing florals, when I cut that zip tie off, I'm not sure if anyone else has problems, but sometimes when I go to grab the board, that little pokey thing that I've cut the zip tie off, 2 Eastern, yes, Margaret. What did I say? I probably said 4 Eastern, right? Hi, Jessica. Oh, hi, Erica. How are you, my friend? I'm just going to take a little bit of glue. I'm going to just put a dab of glue over that top of that zip tie. And then I'm going to just take my glue gun and just put a little bit of glue along the bottom and the top of that. Okay? That way it'll stick to the board and it won't come out if somebody accidentally pulls on the stems. Okay? So there we go. And again, these are bendable. And I'm going to go around, make sure that they look good the way they are. Okay, so I'm just going to keep going. So again, this is very repetitious. You just bend your clips or your clipped greens. Okay, this one is yellow. So this is the inside 2 holes. I just got glue on my knuckle from that last gluing, but that's okay. Okay, tighten that up the best you can. Oh, I'm good, Erica. It's nice to see you. Okay, so we'll go around and we'll fix these. We'll fix the way they look. Let's just get them and glued in there. So what are you all working on? Are you all working on spring, every day, Easter? I'm a little sad in a way because I really enjoy winter and Christmas wreaths, so I kind of miss doing them, obviously. But we have to go beyond snow, even though everyone's getting snow and cold. Again, these are pushers. I just want to make sure I've got these pushed up so they're sturdy enough. So you just push them up. Okay. Now this one is again yellow, tulip. Also, these tulips, I'm just going to show you. These tulips came longer. Okay, they came in a longer stem like that. So I cut them about 1.5 inches from the bottom of that foam. Or 2 inches from that foam. Okay, so I cut those all off. Okay, so we're just going to lay this in nice. We'll bend it up and sort it out. So I wanted to do a wreath today. Well, first of all, I didn't know what to do, and I thought, oh, I'm going to do something different because y'all probably get tired of seeing me do the same thing. And this is a great spring wreath, Easter wreath. You could use it for, you know, all the way through, well, maybe not summer because of the tulips, but definitely until the summer, right? But you don't have to use tulips. You could use any type of flower you wanted. This is just an idea of what you can do with the ring board if you don't want to use mesh or ribbon. And to be honest, these are bits and bobs that I have in. I might just put, like for the greenery fillers, if I find the edge of the green isn't covering the board, I might just go through and, you know, okay, I did. And just fill in with what you have, right? This is greenery wreaths are really good if you have, say, you know, 20 different types of greenery, but you have a whole bunch of them. You can just put together a wreath, right? Oh, Guadalupe, yeah. Well, thank you, Guadalupe, for always joining me. Appreciate it. You know, Pam, I think I might have got these tulips from Amazon too. I think Lori had done a tulip wreath or something, I think. And she had done one. Now Lori's in Canada, so often if she can get something, I can get something, unless she goes across the border and gets it, right? Because she's very close to the States border. She can cross over from Niagara quite quickly. Oh, well, Erica, I hope you start feeling better. I think we all kind of, a lot of people, I think, this year kind of fell into a rut of not really wanting to do much. I don't know if it was the weather or, you know, after a busy season, we sort of like, you know, oh, I'm sorry. I think I must have missed somebody's comment. Oh, hi, Judith. Oh, gosh. You had power out? Ugh, that's awful. Sorry, my hand. I'm trying to read comments, and sometimes I miss them. So I apologize. If I missed your comment, I apologize. Sometimes Facebook doesn't show me all the comments, I don't think. Okay, this is red. I haven't done a dragon wreath in a couple years. I did 3 of them, and I think that was kind of enough for me. They're not easy. I did manage to sell all 3, but oh, goodness gracious, those stems are tough. Okay, so don't forget to glue a little bit under there and over the top. It just helps secure it a little bit. And again, I put a little bit of glue, dab of glue on top of that cut zip tie. But you see how fast a greenery wreath comes together? I mean, it comes together pretty fast, right? I mean, sure, you might have to cut your greeneries down and things like that, figure out what you want to use, but okay, this is, what color is this one? Yellow. Did I glue that one? Oh, I did too. Any questions on anything? Oh, you did, Margaret? Oh, wow. Huh. Yeah, I got them. I'm sure I got these too. But I got them last year. Like, I've had them for at least a year. I haven't ordered anything in a long time because I have so many slides I really don't need to. So again, this is a really good wreath to use if you've got stuff kicking around or open stems that you don't know what to do with. You can mix and match all your greeneries, right? Now we might go around and oops, put in some more filler if I need to. If I notice, like I said, the edges are a little wonky, but I'm just going to glue. If that's the case, I'll just glue them in on top of the other fern or the other greenery. Okay. Look how pretty it is looking already. And I just don't think we're going to need ribbon. Like, I don't think we're going to need a bow, personally. But this will give you an idea. Like I said, you can do lots of things with the Unique and the Creek boards. They do not have to be mesh and ribbon. You don't have to do that every time, right? If you don't want to. Sorry, I laid that down wrong. Let's do this again. I'm going to cut this off. It's a little bit long. And I like things that are pushers. I find that gives you a bit more options, right? If you want it longer. Or make sure that zip tie is nice and tight. Okay, and again, I'm going to glue around, in between, along the side, in the back, and over the top. I don't want any of that to pop out. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, Pam, I agree. I don't know if I'm going to need it. But we'll see. We'll go around and see. But, okay, so we've got 3 more sections to do here. And again, I laid that down wrong. Oops. Gets a little hard to put things in once you go around here a little bit, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Like I said, these are all bendable, which is nice because they may look flat when you put it on the board. But once you're, you go through and sort through everything, they're very, very easy to manipulate. Okay, so 2 yellows left. Okay, so I'm just going to bend this up a little bit. I know I'm going to have to bring it back down, but I just need to be able to see in there. This might be a very, very quick live. Okay, so 2 more yellows. Again, I went the ring board, every other inside and then opposite every other outside. So you're going to have 16 sets of, greenery or whatever you like to put on in there. And then we'll go back, we'll fluff everything up, and then we'll bend it back and see how things are going in there. 1 more. Yeah, this is really pretty. And again, nothing against Michael's, okay? I'm just saying that these Real Touch tulips are really, really pretty. And I don't recall them being that expensive either. I mean, again, I've had them for at least a year. They might be more expensive now. Also, I apologize, you can't really see what I'm doing down here. If I'm doing the same thing, I'm just putting a little bit of glue on the nub of that zip tie, and then I'm gluing in between, around, and under that bundle. Okay, and then I'm going to stand up here, I'm going to gently, now, pull these up. Now, I don't want my tulips to be right next to each other. Let me just go around here. See, make sure the board is, see, I think I need a section in here. So when I went along the side here, this side right in here, do you see, can you see that? Sorry if you can't, can you see that? It's kind of like you can see that, right? I don't want to see that. So I'm going to stick another piece of greenery in there. Oh, thank you, everyone. Thank you, thank you. Oh, everyone, my husband is watching. Bruce Baker. Say hi to my husband. It's very rare that he's watching. He's usually always doing something. But yeah, for this section right in here, I think it looks like it needs something. So all I'm doing is I'm going to take another one of these greens. You can take some more of these greens, okay? And we're just going to pop it in there and glue it. Okay, we're just going to take it and glue it. I'm just going to glue the edge of this greenery. Now, again, you may not have to do this depending on the greenery you chose. My greenery is very airy looking, so it kind of needed a bit of oomph in a couple spots. So we'll just go around and bend these tulips up and back, okay? Or forward and down, whichever way you like. I think I'm gonna try to disperse them. You can see all of them, but kind of hidden, you know? This one isn't, I don't know what I did here. Did I miss a section? I don't think I did. Maybe I just need to lift this up a little bit more. But see how easy it is to, thank you everyone. Like, it looks pretty full, right? There's not a lot of material in here. But again, if you use different greenery, you may find that you're going to have to adjust. You could have also gone yellow, red, or something like that. You could have put 3 colors in, or more than 2 colors. I just had these 2 colors. I did have 4 white, but I could have put it in every 4th, I guess, row, but I didn't. I think it looked a little stark. So this is how it looks. Yes, Pam, these are bendable tulips. So actually everything's bendable, which is great, right? See this section in here again? I don't know why this looks, there's a hole. So I'm just going to take, I might even take another zip tie and stick it in there. Okay, so this section here, for whatever reason, this greenery was thinner or something, I'm just going to go right next to another set of zip ties on the inside row, and I'm just going to put one of these in, because this is quite sparse for some reason, and one of these in. I'm not going to add another tulip. I'm just going to put greenery in there. Okay, so I'm going to go in there, try to bind that zip tie. Oops, zip it up. And I am also going to glue those. So because we only used every other, you can add a row, like you can add another piece of greenery, in the set of holes and use another zip tie. And, you know, make sure that that section is covered. But make sure you don't put your things in flat, okay? You don't want flat. You don't want anything laying right down. You want it nice and full, like that. Oh, that looks better. Look how easy that was. Well, I did pre-cut everything, but it wouldn't even take you an hour to do that, right? Once you get the types of greenery you want and the bits and bobs you want to use. Okay, so just go around, make sure on the inside as well you don't see any board. I'm just going to go quickly around here, make sure everything's covered. Look how easy that was. Dang, I feel bad. I mean, I have nothing else to show you. Thank you everyone. And again, if you find it's a little sparse, like right here, I've got all these little pieces too. I might just glue them in since I've got them. Just go underneath, put that in. Okay, so again, wherever you see a hole, just going to take it and I'm just going to stuff it in there. And it'll stick, because it'll stick to the plastic of the board, and it'll also stick to the other greenery that's there. Okay. So again, you can't really see what I'm seeing underneath, But that's all you want to do. You just want to go around, make sure your leaves are covering your zip ties, etc. And if not, just pop another piece of greenery in. Now, I think that is good. Do you all have lots of greenery kicking around and tulips or flowers? You know, you could do daffodils, you could do marigolds, mums, you know, whatever flowers you actually have kicking around, right? You can do any of those. Okay, again, not flat. Now, once we get it on the wall, we might have to readjust some of those tulips. I'm not sure if some of them are too close. Okay, so I'm going to hang you up for just a second. Where's the top of the board? Hang on a second. Got to put a zip tie in here. Found the top of the board. Just going to put a zip tie in there. So you can hang it up. It is very pretty. Very simple, right? Thank you, everybody. Oh, hi, Catherine. Yeah, you are. Well, you know what? It's funny because this wreath didn't take me very long. I'm pretty well done. But the replay, my friends, is always available. The YouTube channel, it'll be under the ring board playlist, or it'll be under my own playlist, Judy. Unique in the Creek. The replays are always available. Okay, now, since I've hung it up, I can see it might be a little crooked, so let's bring you up. So you see right there, right here, you see how this has kind of got a hole in it? You either have to add something in there or pull this up, because you want the perimeter. You want the perimeter of your wreath. I mean, these are kind of more wild looking than, like, you know, certain wreaths. You can have the wispies out. Like, you don't have to have each leaf exactly, you know, right there. But you don't want a big hole. Does that look a little bit better? Yeah, I might have to stick another piece of greenery in there. And maybe up here. But see, if you look at it, the way it's round, you just want it to be visually, you know, pretty, obviously. So any empty holes, right? I'm just going to step back and see what we have here. What do y'all think? Now, if you wanted, you could, like, I have a whole bunch of these left, right? I'm not going to glue them in, but if we wanted to, we could just, like, you know, to fill it up, you could just go like this. Obviously, we're going to attach them. We're going to put greenery. Sorry, we're going to glue them in, right? So you could do that, which I might do because I've got them. So I've got about 5 or 6 left. And just to fill it up, right? I think that looks better. What do you think? You know me, I like to fill things up, right? They're not going to be exact right now because of the fact that they're not glued in. You think it's fabulous? Well, thank you. Melanie on YouTube thinks it's pretty. Thank you very much, everyone. Again, look how easy that was, right? Do you see any holes? I still think this one. I still think something right here. Right. Yeah, that looks better. And right here. Oops, no, right here. There. What do you think of that? Oh, see, that looks better already. There's this one wayward leaf. This one. We'll just pull him back. But you're going to have to, you know, maybe play around with your greens. I'm going to go back and I'll glue those ones in. But see, now I think it looks better. Right there. You can just manipulate it any way you want. Now, my friends, do you think it needs a bow? Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, thank you. I don't know if it needs a bow. If I did, I'd probably put one right about here. No, like maybe here. But I don't really think it needs a bow. What do you all think? What bow would I use? I mean, I did pull out some yellow and red ribbon, like 1.5 inch. Oops, you can't even see that, it's so bright. Yellow and red, so yellow and red. Or I have small yellow and red. Do you think it needs a ribbon? I'm not sure. Yay or nay? I saw a hole, which I have to fix. Right there. Better. No bow. Baby's breath? Yeah, I thought of that, but I think the white might be stark. Like too stark. Let me see if I have a white. Hang on a second. Like I have okay, pretend this was baby's breath. It's not. It's a long 20 thing. 5/8. Oh, hi Nancy. I didn't know you're on here. Hello, my friend. Annette, I'm not sure if I said hi to you. I apologize. Some people say no. Some people say yes. Try a small one. I don't have any 5/8, Nancy. I know. I was hoping. Well, I have this 5/8. It's the red little 5/8 and the white 5/8, and I don't want to use the white. I just think the white was too stark. I did try to put some white in here. And I don't know. I thought it just looked too bright. Like in person, it looks really bright. It's hard for you all to see, I think, because, well, it's just how it is, right? But in person, I just think it might be too bright if I put white. Do you want me to make a small ribbon? I mean, it's still pretty early, so what is it, 12:40? Let's try, okay, I'm going to bring you down again. Sorry, I've got to cross over. Let's bring you down again. Let's see what kind of small bow I can make, simply because I've got time, right? You guys want me to try to make one? I'm thinking maybe I wonder if I could. Now I'm going to make longer tails again because I don't know how long I want them. Yeah, I'm going to give it a whirl. Yeah, this is a 7/8 and a 5/8. So let's give it a whirl. I'm just going to lay them on top of each other and make the bow this way. I did this a couple times. It's not the easiest thing to do, but I think it's pretty. And I think I'm going to do, oh, I don't know, 6, maybe, I don't know, I think 6-inch bows might be too big, but let me see. Hang on. Yeah, I'm going to have to do 6 inches. 6-inch loops, I mean. Okay, so again, this is a little bit harder to do because the ribbon is on top of the other ribbon. But like I was saying, I have done this before, and then it's kind of cool looking. And you can split the ribbons as you go as well when you put it on. Okay, so you're just layering one ribbon. Try to keep it as taut as you can. Thank you, Donna. Yeah, I think it's pretty without the bow personally, but we'll try. I mean, it's not, doesn't hurt to try, right? Okay, I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Again, keep the ribbons as taut as you can. You're twisting. Push that down. To have a bit of coordination here, which I don't seem to be having right now. Okay. So we'll do a little bit under 6, little under 5. I think we'll do, let me think. Let's try 6 loops, so 3 on each side. This might be too bright. I'll see. Okay. Let's see here. Take my zip tie. It's not very thick. Not very thick, so I don't really need a lot of help, but I will use a zip tie and then a pipe cleaner. Sorry, no silence there. Always have to concentrate, when we do bows. Oh, thank you, Judy. Oh, too late now, Nancy. I've already made it. 4-inch loops, 5 loops, yeah. Or 4-inch, 5 loops at 4 inches. This might be okay. It might be too big. If that's the case, I just make another one, or I may not make one. Because honestly, for me, I think it looks fine without the bow, but I know some people like bows, right? Now, if you did this and you wanted to keep your ribbons together and they weren't cooperating, you could just put a little glue on the bottom side, right? And then it'll probably stay a little bit better. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, I need a pipe cleaner. Hang on a second. Okay. I think I ruined my stack a little bit, but that's okay. We'll remedy it. Okay, so here's that wreath. It's actually quite large. Now I think I did something to the bottom. That's okay. Top is right here. I would put it right about here. Oh, please. I'm just going to loosely set that in there. I don't think this is going to work very well, but we'll see. Sorry, I just have to manipulate these leaves. These rosehip leaves are really, really pretty. They're larger than ficus leaves, like for the size on a lot of them. But if you had ficus, you could also do this with ficus. it would be great with ficus as well. Now, I'm not sure about the bow. Let's hang it up. Oh, I think I put it maybe in the wrong spot, but, sorry, let's bring you up. I have to maneuver the leaves a bit. Any comments on the bow? Like, it's not really situated, I don't think, properly, but it gives you an idea of what a bow would look like. I don't know about the bow. I mean, I guess, I think actually it needs to be over more. Like, maybe if I moved it right about there, that might look better. Any comments on the bow? I see no comments, so I'm thinking that might be no bow. This one fell out somewhere. Maybe right about there. Yay, nay. Like the bow. Like the bow, no bow. Love the bow. Maybe if I, yeah. I think I'm going to do it without the bow personally. I'm going to take the bow off. I'm going to fluff everything up again. And I'm going to glue in those extra pieces. But this shows you that if you wanted to do a bow, you could do a similar bow. And maybe try Nancy's tip of smaller loops. 5-inch loops, I think she said. Because I did 6, and I think they might be a bit too long. You're not a fan of the entire wreath, Erica, or just the bow? I did, Lynn, yeah. I think she said 5 loops at 4 inches or 4 loops at 5 inches. I'm not sure what she said, but I did see it. Oh, 4-inch loops and 5 of them. Yeah, let's take that bow off. I'm not too fond of it. Now I squished up all the greens. But I don't know, I think I like it without the bow. Oops. And with everything glued in properly, it'll look better. You see what I mean though? You go around, you make sure all your sides are hidden, and if not, stick something in there. You think it needs more flowers? I don't think I need more flowers because, well, personally, I only have red tulips left. So I could just add more red tulips, I could. But this is, I thought I was done, but maybe not. A lot of people are saying no bow. Yeah, I don't think a bow. But again, you know, it's your wreath, you do you. But this is just an idea I wanted to bring to you about how you can use any greenery you have, any florals that you have on a ring board and make a beautiful greenery wreath that you see some stores or Etsy or whatever selling for, you know, $200, right? I mean, greenery, especially here in Canada, is expensive. I'm not going to lie. But there's tons of greenery wreaths that people sell for exorbitant amounts of money. Oh, hi, Liz. You're probably at work, my friend. Yes, replay as always on the YouTube channel. Hey, I mean, you could, if I had decent baby's breath, which I don't think I have, you could try to plop some in there. Hang on, friends. Talk amongst yourselves. Let me see. I have, no, wrong green. Maybe that. I don't actually have any baby's breath, but I will give you an idea. What you could do is any light colored green, you could, as a different texture. Let's cut a few of these and see what happens. This is a Michael spray. I don't have the name of the tag yet, but I know it's Michael's because I bought a whole bunch of them at one point. Like here in Canada, if you see something you like, you better grab it because you never know when it's going to come back. And if you added anything, again, I would just glue them in. Do you like that? Adds a bit of different texture. Oh yeah, that's not bad, eh? What do you think of that? Right? Do you like this? It adds a bit of texture. Now, I'm not sure if you can see that on camera, but it's like a white and green edged greenery. And I just plop them in. You like to see more the green more broken up? Boy, this is an up and down wreath today, isn't it? Again, there's a part here that's not even. I know that. It's a part that's not glued in. I don't know. I still don't know any. I don't know about the. I mean, that might work, right? You like that extra piece of texture in there? And again, you could just randomly put them wherever you like. I've only got, well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 pieces actually. So I would put them on every other set of holes, like, you know, randomly. Just stick them in there. And then go around and fix your leaves. Oh, it probably would, Margaret, look good, but I don't have any actual baby's breath. Is it like Dusty Miller, Lynn? It is a dusty greenery. Or you could put, now I have these from Michael's as well. Again, when you have bits and bobs, you just put them in, right? So these are yellow tinged. They look white on camera, but they're yellow. You could add these two just to break it up. Like Mary said, breaking up the green. You could just add those in every now and then. And again, I have 8 pieces. So what you could do is just stick them randomly opposite. Oh, I better cut that tag off though. what was this called? This was called green foliage bush. Green foliage. That's all it says. Oh, it is a pusher. Look at that. Cool. It is a pusher. You could put those in between as well. Oh yeah, I like those actually. Because it's a bit darker green. I think the contrast looks kind of cool. So again, you do you. You see what you like. Hopefully this inspires you to go around your craft area and pick up some greeneries that you are not using, but could put it in something else. Oh, that makes it much fuller, doesn't it? You guys like that? With all that extra greenery in there? Oh yeah, I like it. Because you know me. I like the more the better look. I wish you could see the actual color of that greenery, but you like that with the extra colors? Yeah, I do too. I think I'll glue those in. It adds a bit of texture. I had one more, but I don't think I need more. I'm going to go through here and actually put them in properly, like, you know, evenly. But again, these rosehip bushes, stems, if you can find them, are really nice. Really, really nice. So I think that's probably it for me today. Does that look okay, my friends? I just wanted something different, and I wanted something different than a regular, you know how we've all done it. I've done it. I probably may still do it, but we do those Michael's tulips because everyone bought a whole bunch, and then we have totes full of tulips, right? So if you have those tulips, that's fine. You do you, okay? I'm not saying there's, you know, anything wrong with those tulips, but these tulips are nice because they bend. The little petal thingies don't fall off like the bulbs. The tulip bulbs don't fall off like the Michael's ones. And then again, you add whatever greenery you like. You know what would look really cute in here? If you had like little apples or little fruits, you could add that and make it, you know, more like a wood. What's that? What's the name of those fruit leaves? Those fruit wreaths. There's a name for it. They did it back in the day when they didn't have anything, right? There you go. I think it looks pretty good. Let's hang it on the wall and see. It's going to be crooked, remember, but it's okay. It'll give us an idea of what we need to do here. And move your florals whichever way you want. Just try not to make them so they all looking at you. Like, you know what I mean? Like you want one to look, you know, different ways, I think. And there is a hole there. Yes, I know, because that's not glued in. But I think that might be it for me today. I personally like it without a bow. It could have been just my bow that I made. That's the reason why I don't like it. I'm going to try to take this apart. Now, I have a tip for you. If you make a bow and, you know, you don't really like it and you've got all these creases in your ribbon. I mean, I used up quite a bit of ribbon. You'd hate to throw that out. You just steam it. Okay, so you take your steamer and you just steam those little thingies and they'll go away. Oh, have you, Lynn? Williamsburg, that's it, Erica, thank you. Yes, that's it, the one with the fruit, right? You put a whole bunch of like dried fruit in your wreaths. Williamsburg, yes. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. It's a little bit different, right? I told Lori, no mesh, and guess what? No ribbon. It's like, what? It's kind of nice not to have ribbon, to be honest. You're always fixing the ribbon or fluffing the bows. Sugared fruits, yes. Is that an Eastern thing, Erica? I don't know. I think it's an Eastern States thing, right? Oh, did you finally use all your Michael's tulips? I still have a bunch of coral type tulips from Michael's. I literally just took them upstairs to my dining room and plopped them in a vase. And I thought, oh, I'll just leave them there. Adds a bit of color. But I had boxes of those tulips when they went on sale a few years back, and those tulip wreaths were huge. And we all probably did that, right? And things, you know, fade in popularity. Not as popular as it once was. So anyway, any questions? Oh, I think my door, is my door crooked too? Is the camera crooked? I apologize. You are crooked. I just noticed that. So sorry. I hate things that are crooked, but yeah, well, Lynn, it is a first for me on a live. I've done non-ribbon, non-mesh wreaths, like, you know, for my own page, like not my page, but like for my stock. But yeah, I've never done it on a live, so I was a little nervous actually, because I thought, what if it doesn't work? I mean, yes, I did have to fill it up a bit and put some more stuff in it, but again, this is a good bits and bobs wreath, right? Put your bits and bobs in there, use up what you have. That's our goal. That's my goal this year. Use up what I have. Okay, so any questions at all? No? I know some of you probably pre-ordered your kits. In the Canada, there's kits, and in the States, there's limited kits, right? So Lori is doing her best to make sure it's fair on, you know, both sides of the border, and that people can pre-order some kits so they don't always get sold out. Okay? So anyway, and if you aren't in Canada, you can't get all your supplies. There is a list of places in the description box where you can buy Unique in the Creek boards. So you're supporting Unique in the Creek, but you're getting your other supplies there. Example, the Ribbon Shed, Craft Outlet. I can't remember all of them, but they are listed in the description box. You can get your boards and your supplies if you need to order anything else for a wreath. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Lisa. It's nice to see you. I appreciate each and every one of you. And if you need to watch the replay for myself or for anyone else, all the replays are available on the Unique in the Creek YouTube channel. Okay? So I think I'll be here again probably in 2 weeks' time, same place, same time. Please check your notifications for the Facebook Unique in the Creek page and your notifications on YouTube. It'll send you a notification when any of the designers go live so you don't miss anything. Thank you everybody for your time. I appreciate it. Until then, happy crafting, stay safe, and we'll see you later. Bye for now.